Hey team, we're going to talk about our handstand push-up progression that we're going to use this week. First thing before we set up, make sure that we have mats set out, and wherever we're doing this workout, make sure that if we're coaching this, we have a spot where we can see our athletes that are scaling to a box and also on the wall, and they're in relative close proximity, but far enough away so that the athletes on the wall won't kick the people in the face that are doing their handstand push-ups over here on the floor. Make sure there's mats in front of the box and also mats for the wall. We're not going to use ab mats for this specific drill today because we want to work that full range of motion and make sure that we set that expectation up with our athletes and tell them we're not using an ab mat because the full range of motion is what's going to make us stronger and get our strict handstand push-ups faster. The first thing that we're going to do is have our athletes stand nice and tall and then bring their arms up over their hand. Tell them to bring their feet together and press up to the ceiling. The first drill we're going to do is that handstand hold, and tell them this is what we're going to do on the wall. To scale this, we can perform this off of a box. And so we'll have them come to the box and they can have the knees on the box, feet, whatever is going to allow them to get into this position. You're going to tell them to bring their chest to the box. Not here, here. If we're having them do it on the wall, same thing. And we're going to hold them in each of those in that position for about a 3 count to make sure that we can see that active overhead position for everyone. If our athletes are working towards a strict handstand push-up and they have the capacity to safely go upside down, that's totally fine. But during the workout, if they are still working towards that strict strength, we're going to scale to the box. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is the pike push-up. Now the focus here is elbows back and head in front of the hands. Everyone will do this, and we can scale that all the way down to the knees if needed. So we get our athletes to understand to bring their elbows in and be looking back towards their body with their head in front of their hands and pressing up and back. After that, we're going to do a negative, and it's going to be a 3-second descent with control. It's going to look like this, focusing on the same thing. Elbows close and head back. On the wall, 1, 2, 3, down. And that's exactly how we'll come down. And then on the box, one, 2, 3, down, and they can just put a knee down if they need to get out of that position if it's uncomfortable for them. They can also stay at that pike from the knee as well, depending if that's a little too spicy. From the negative, we're going to do a strict push-up, a handstand push-up. And so that handstand push-up, the focus there is still the elbows and the head, but we're going to make the turnaround from the ground to the press fast. So it'll look like this. Set, everyone will set, go, hold, go. Hold them at the top, and then come down. We'll do that for 2 reps. Same thing here, off of the box. Go, hold, go. And then from there, for the kip, what we can do is have everyone come down to the ground. And pretend that they're overhead, and now bring their knees, feet together and knees to their chest, and bring their hands to their shoulders. So they're in the bottom of the handstand push-up. And have them understand that they want to rapidly extend the legs before they press. So the cue will be, go! And you'll be focusing on that timing of rapidly extending the leg and then pressing. Then For the athletes working towards strict handstand push-ups, they'll do 2 reps on the ground. The athletes who have strict handstand push-ups will do those 2 reps on the wall. So you'll say set, you'll say down, knees to the chest, and then you'll say go, and then you'll say down again. And you'll do 2 of those reps. Now to make this option on the box even more challenging, we can lift up one leg in the air the entire time. So there's more demand on the upper body. If you got any questions, just let me know. There's the progression.